up, JP Nation? This your boy JP, and today I am going to be reacting to Label's greatest trash talk stories by Uncut Hoops. Shout out to Uncut Hoops for the video and everything. If you haven't checked out my recent Label video that's been blowing up in my best video so far, it's going to be right up here. And also check out my Magic Johnson reaction video to his Ultimate Tech mixtape. Man, I tell you what, man, we talked about Label in my video when we did the Ultimate mixtape. But we never really talk about his trash talking side. I just mentioned it just a little bit. When you think of the greatest trash talkers of all time, you think Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller, Gary Payton. Larry Bird was a legit trash talker, and he won't say it because he's humble now, but he would trash talk opponents. Dominique Wilkins, Byron Scott, different people, James Worthy, Chuck Person, just to name a few. Michael Jordan in his rookie year. Just to name a few, Larry Bird would never back down from a challenge. Everyone heard the story about who is going to come second because he's going to be winning the three-point contest. Just legendary trash talk stories by Bird, and we are going to react to some of these trash talk stories. Comment down below of your favorite Larry Bird trash talk story. Also comment who you think is the greatest trash talker of all time. And since today's NBA, you can't really get away with trash talk. Joel Embiid's an exception because he's a troll and he trash talks to opponents, but you can't really trash talk him like you used to back in the day, because you either going to get technical foul. If you keep doing it, then they're going to eject you. Like, they really cleaned up the league so much to the point where you can't really talk, you can't really taunt, you really can't just yell in people's faces and stuff. Like, it cleaned up so much that now sometimes in playoffs they might get away with it because that's the playoff intensity. People got to go at it, but still, it's just like, God, it's just like, I just want to just hear people trash talk one another, and the only person I can see so far is Joel Embiid. So there might be some other trash talkers in today's NBA, but I mean, that's the one that comes the closest and everything. But let's go ahead and get into the reaction to the Larry Bird trash talk video. Hey, make sure you subscribe down below if you're a new subscriber. Welcome to my channel. Check out the basketball content. Click the notification bell. You will see when my next video uploads. Man, I'll tell you, there's so much basketball content on this channel. You don't want to miss one thing about it. If you're a return subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And then check out my social media too as well. That's listed on the video. Check us out. And also shout out to the people from Off the Ball Network. Check out their social media platforms and also offtheballnetwork.com for all your sports needs and everything. And let's go ahead and get into the Larry Bird trash talk video. I'll be quiet and enjoy this here.
So we playing them in the last play.
Byron Scott.
He says to James Worthy, he said, "You guys don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna go right over there." He said, "They're gonna set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out." He said, "I'm gonna go right over." And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, "I'm gonna go right over to that corner and I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be."
Oof.
They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or DJ, the late great DJ.
Celtics team was so
Take
good.
Up, man curl right to the corner, caught the shot a three.
Game over.
It's like, are you effing
Told him to play. Told him to play.
Go to shake his hand. I'm gonna work him playing against the Boston Celtics in the Boston Garden. I'm gonna shake.
Dominique
put both hands behind his back.
Oh.
He wouldn't shake my hand. I said, okay, he's just getting into the game.
Mm-hmm.
First play of the game, he said, "You don't even belong in the league, Holmes." You shoot three. Now, I wasn't mad that he made the three.
He called him Holmes.
Said, this called me Holmes.
Not Dominique.
and he came down and did it again. So
Oh,
I'm pissed,
man.
So next time down, see me on the breakneck pitch, and I jump up and I throw it down.
Oh yeah, that was a
he
nice dunk too.
And he said, "Hey, Rook, I like you. You got heart." He said, "But I'm still getting 30 of them."
He likes people that go right at him too.
That's
so.
who he was. But that was the only time he ever talked trash to me, because he respected me, because he knew that I was going to keep coming. That really taught me something, If you wasn't prepared to play against guys like that, you got embarrassed.
Amen.
I always tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, "Larry, what's going on with you?" He says, "You guys are being disrespectful to me." And I says, "What are you talking about?" He says, "You guys are putting a white guy over me." That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comment.
No.
He says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me. And I'm sitting there like, I'm laughing in the middle of a game.
Lebron told Robert Reed he got to stay there. He should have stayed in preaching. That was funny. He had 50 points.
No, Larry Bird ain't never played no great defense.
Wanna
He
hop
like
in?
sagging off a little bit. So he tell the guy, you can't shoot. I'm not worried about guard. I said, man, shoot it.
Dang.
Shoot it.
Mark hit a three-pointer on Larry Bird and said take a look at that.
Uh-oh.
And Bird just came right back and hit three three-pointers in a row and just basically said to him, and we all heard it, that you're out of your league.
Say, Danny, give me the ball, or DJ, give me the ball. I
DJ.
got this guy in
Danny
the torture
Age,
chamber
I meant.
down here. Why the guy was standing right there.
To the torture table.
The ball went to Larry, and Isaiah was all out of whack.
John Sally.
Ball at three-point range. He goes, hey, who's guarding me?
Uh-oh.
Everybody looked around. He just stood there, held the ball, and Isaiah said, he ran out there and just shot it three-pointer. Too late.
Was the originator of getting in your face and talking trash.
Amen.
And then you sit there and you go, oh, this guy up in my face talking noise.
Amen.
He ain't that fast. He's slow, but he knew how to aggravate you, agitate
Fundamentals.
you enough to get you out
Fundamentals.
of your game.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, you can't stop me. And I looked
Clyde
at him and said,
Drexler.
gosh, boy, you're
The
so
Glide.
confident. He was confident. You're a rookie. You don't know anything. He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. Coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
What a great shooter
Larry
he
Bird
was.
catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out at Larry Bird. And
Brad
right when
Daugherty.
he's getting ready to shoot,
Ooh, Cleveland,
I jump. And as I go by him, he tells me, he says, fly, Bird.
I think that's the
And
same
then
one
I go
K
right
Smith
by
talked
him, he
about, and
shoots
just
the
like he
ball.
tapped him on the behind
Larry
while he
Bird was a
flew.
pain in the neck. Anytime we had a chance to win, Larry Bird changed that.
Larry Bird.
Follows his own shot.
There was a certain confidence you
No
had.
call.
Because, if you ever got in trouble, give the ball to Larry and get out of
Amen.
his way. And he delivered.
Yep.
Double team and Bird. Larry, fake.
Wow.
Do you remember? Well, you had the Bird night.
I had
Ooh,
to do that.
that was-
that was a tough night, man.
When he had
The
60.
argument that night is,
New
well, he only
Orleans.
scored 6 on me.
But
He was hot.
Nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
We were trying.
You were trying to.
But when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's
Yep.
in New Orleans, and that game we're on the
85.
free throw line, and he's
MVP
like,
season.
he literally says, left side, across the three, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
But okay, so you guys
That hot.
Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston got fined by Fratello,
Atlanta
I
Hawks.
think.
And
Giving each other high
we're
fives.
celebrating.
$10,000 fine.
Yeah, it was the best film session. When I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
It was the greatest film session ever, because back then you didn't have, you watched the real game and just went, with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept, not the shot, he just kept rewinding it, showing the guys, you remember they're giving each other high five.
and then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Bench,
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter. And
Trainers
Antoine
laugh.
Carr and Cliff gives each other a high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. So it was.
It wasn't somebody not playing good defense on
No.
Bird. It was you
It was-
guys
he just-
celebrating Larry
And
Bird's.
Fratello wouldn't let it go. He just kept rewinding. it was.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Trainers
he
laugh.
called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, off the glass into the trainer.
He did it.
Yeah, and so it was a bad night.
When Larry got on the roll, started shooting the ball, every shot was going in.
Goodbye,
Woo.
Chicago.
Heel shot.
When he runs by the bench, he goes, that's a heat check. Just see how hot I am. All right, it runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest
Funny
guy
coach,
in
yep.
the league. And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me? He goes, so nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
He would look at you like, hey, what you doing out here? You better call somebody else. I even heard him tell the coach, hey, look, coach, you better get somebody else out here to guard me because I'm killing this guy.
In last year's playoffs, Person was out to make Bird eat his words, while adding a few choice comments of his
Joe Post
own.
is a trash talker too.
That person, he definitely has his reputation. During the playoffs, he just went AWOL, and he just went to work.
Bird giving it back to him. Scored the last 16 points.
Playoff time.
Larry down low, bringing one over once again.
Thing about Bud, he always gets the last one. What a block!
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while and we always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Bird's ability to get the final word has made for many a magic moment. And this week, we relive a game when Larry was in rare form and Xavier McDaniel was eager to lend an ear.
The one that Byron Scott was talking about. Oh, the one Dan Patrick was talking about.
They called the timeout. He said, "You know I'm gonna get it."
The X-Man.
I said, "I know I'm gonna be waiting."
I love the X-Man.
Timeout. I'm going for a play.
So intense.
All right, this is what we're gonna run. All right, then you got the ball. You go over here and you pass to Kevin. Then you go to the corner. Then Robert, you come over. Then about that time, Larry steps in and says, "Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way?"
Don't you love when great players tell you get out the way? I got it.
He walked back on the court. And Larry's going down to his position. So he tells Xavier, "I'm getting the ball." And he said, "I'm gonna get it right here. I'm gonna shoot it right in your face."
Literally the play. And over somebody else too. What?
2 seconds on the clock. And you know, he was like, "I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock." And I walked back to the little sideline like,
damn. MVP season. I believe it was MVP season, unless it was Bud the next year.
Larry was complaining to the refs.
Dr. J and Larry or Bud.
And I was complaining to the refs.
The one where Dr. J was boxing.
Court, he got in my face.
I was up 38-6. That's how I came around.
The 84 Olympic team was playing an exhibition game against a bunch of pros, including Larry Bird.
This is the magic. This is the Michael Jordan when he was a rookie.
And a ball bounced down from the college end
coming out of college.
End. And Michael Jordan went down to chase it. The ball happened to be picked up by Larry Bird. And Michael went up a few feet away from Larry Bird and held out his hands. And Bird took the ball and fired it back down the court over Jordan's head. As if to say, "You're not only not getting this ball, I don't give a damn who you are." Larry Bird knows exactly
Jordan
who this
never
guy
beat
is
Bud
and what's
like
going to
in
happen the next
playoffs.
few years. And he wants to get every edge he can get right now.
I got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight.
Magic.
He walks down to me. "Man, I'm sorry you're not playing." But he said, "I'm going to tell you what. Since you're here, I'm going to put a show on for you. So you just sit back and watch, okay?" And I'm like, "Man, get out of my face, man. I don't want to hear that. You know, that's selfish
motivation."
Every time he hit one, he look at me.
I remember we were playing Washington in Washington one night, and Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
Won't count. It does not count. Boston had called a timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
He looks at the bench and says, "Hey guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot. I'm going to kick it in."
Get out the way.
He told Washington, "I'm going to get the ball."
2 seconds left. The Bullets by a 1. Aims to Bird. He gets a good shot in the Celtics win it. Boy, this is something else.
Unbelievable.
Bird wins it at the buzzer.
Man, I tell you what, man, Larry Bird, just a trash talking person that he was back in the day as a player. He's so humble now, he won't get into the trash talk, but if you go listen to stories, it's just so hilarious. Kevin McHale got a story about the time in Phoenix when Larry Bird had a bad fourth quarter and everything, and then it was a situation where they had a game-winning shot and called timeout, and Larry Bird was like, "Hey, now I'm gonna get the ball, I'm gonna shoot it." And everybody from the Celtics was like, no, because he had a bad fourth quarter, and then he went to the Phoenix's bench and said, "I'm gonna get the ball, I'm gonna shoot it right in my face and get out of here." And he shot it and made it too as well. Oh my goodness. And then Chuck Poston, there was another story where Larry Bird said, "Hey, I got a present for you, Chuck." He shot a 3 in his face and told Chuck, "Merry fucking Christmas." I wish they would have showed the one when he was in that 3-point contest where he told everybody when he walked into the locker room where there was a bunch of great 3-point shooters at the time, and it was like, who's coming for second place? I wish they would have showed that, but oh man, that's the classic story. If you haven't checked that out, please check it out. Larry Bird is one of the top 5 greatest trash talkers of all time. I got to do my ranking of who's the greatest trash talker of all time, but in terms of the way he presents himself on the court, his confidence, you know, that's something underrated about Bud. He was so confident with his ability and was so motivated every single game that he just had swagger for days. He had swagger like no one else. Like, you know, this guy coming in, everybody's like, oh my God, we finally got a player. You know, like that, like this swagger, the trash talking guy that was like, he belongs in here since day one. And, you know, he's one of the greatest of all time. He's in my top 10. He's my favorite Celtic of all time. And I just want to react to his trash talking stories because, man, anytime you listen to a Larry Bird story that involves trash talking, it's the funniest thing and just so awesome because just how clutch he was and how, you know, he always gets the last word and how everything just comes in fruition. So, man, shout out to Larry Bird, man. Shout out to Larry Bird. Yes. And comment down below to see what you want me to react to next. Comment down below on your favorite Larry Bird trash talk story, who you think's the greatest trash talker is. And man, I'll tell you what, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I am so blessed and thankful. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe down below for more basketball content and click the notification bell. You will know when my next upload is. And also give me a like button, press that thumb button, and like this video. Please like this video. Please like this video. Because I just love just, you know, going back and watching, you know, NBA history, especially like my favorite players and everything, and just love the 80s. Like the 80s was just a great golden era. So I just love it. I just really love it though. So, but this is it's just JP, and we out of here. Peace.